get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. I asked Coach what it's like facing LeBron now versus earlier in his career, and he quickly responded, not much. He's still extremely difficult to game plan for. Even at this stage of his career, he remains a dominant force. So limiting his production will be crucial for them in this matchup. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now, here's Green. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
And it's James with the jam.
You know, guys, I would call that methodical but explosive. You know, he waits for the opportunity and then boom, right to the rack.
Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
B.A., I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. He's in that category, one of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
Pass to Pippen. And here's Edwards outside. The rebound by Bamba.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Shots good by James.
His overall size and strength really sets James apart from the rest of his peers when you think about his skill set inside.
Here's Pippen. No points so far. Left side, Edwards. Pass to Pippen. From downtown. Unable to get that one.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Now here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Edwards. To win the run. James with the block.
What timing by James on the denial. His hand is right there at the exact moment it needs to be.
Williams' shot is good.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Barrett can't hit. Mavericks trail by 12. Here's Edwards. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
Guys, that's all athleticism and timing. Bamba, a terrific shot blocker because he uses the physical tools he has quite well.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. They lead by 12. Let's take a quick break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. Here's James. Pass to Nurkic. For three. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Yeah, when Nurkic is healthy, he's a difference maker for his team.
1 for 3. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Here's Reddish. Sweet little floater.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And here's the fast break. And here's James. He's got 7. Shot by Nurkic, no good. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Here's James. Count it, good. James has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Williams. Back to Edwards. 2 on the clock. And that one comes up a bit short.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 2nd quarter. Mavericks trail by 16. Horford outside to the paint. Here's Drummond. Outside, Green. They grab their own miss. Outside, Green. Pass to Pippen. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Green. The long-range shooting of Jalen Green.
What a shot by Green. Maxed out his range on that one.
Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. And that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
Count it. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Reddish. And that one is stuffed right through.
Assisted by.
Setting the table for his teammates, James enjoys sharing and passing the ball and getting others involved, I think, more than any other aspect of his game.
Outside, Green. Out to Horford. On the wing, Green. Here's Drummond. Outside for Green. Pass to Green. Back to Green. Here's Pippen, defended by Nurkic. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Substitution on the court.
Drummond with the screen. To the middle. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Bamba. But Grant, it's obvious who's been in control of this game.
You know, you really have to appreciate their relentlessness.
That one falls. James has got 13.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
On target from range. Green's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
To the inside. And Williams punches it home.
Assist from
Boy, still such an outstanding distributor. James takes great joy in finding his teammates in their spots.
Pass to Drummond. Here's Green. Green with the ball. He's got 5. And here's Drummond. Over Bamba. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
the ball goes to the away team.
Now James. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. They lead by 18. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And if you're looking for identifiable team mascots, Clark, some say the Mavericks champ, the horse, is near the top of the list.
Yeah, he does get after it. Also, the Mavs man. Dallas is rolling out a couple of iconic figures to keep that crowd on fire.
Here's James. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Personal foul.
And James considered a franchise talent, without question. This guy is the complete package.
2 shots.
Both free throws good from James.
Guys, I tell you what, just really enjoyable watching LeBron still do his thing. I mean, we're witnessing extended greatness.
Outside Edwards. Five to shoot. He shoots. To the right side. Pass to Conley. It's Monk on the wing. Williams with the screen. Fades away. And it's Monk missing.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one. Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Now here's Monk. He's scoreless. Outside Conley. Good D by Sharp.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first trip to the line.
Second team foul. Zaire Williams. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. And Williams drops them both. 90 seconds into the second half now. This Maverick squad struggling. Next up, they'll take on the Rockets at Toyota Center. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. Pass to Monk. Back to Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Over Barrett. Dallas no good that time either.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Outside Monk. Back to Edwards. Over James. Edwards gets the bucket. Edwards has got his second bucket on the night.
They can finally relax after missing their first 4 shots to start this half.
Williams from long range. He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Edwards. Over Barrett. That one a little long.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that. They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Pass to Edwards. Williams with the screen. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. In transition, here they come.
LeBron James.
Count that bucket.
Assist goes to
James has got 8 here in this quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Pass to Monk. And there's the drive. Uses the glass on the layup.
Monk, a nice finisher around the basket now, using his quickness to get past defenders on the drive.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Sharp. He's guarded by Conley. And now the Mavs on the run. Edwards for 3. Can't get it to drop.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
I just love the ball movement.
And so Conley will bring it up for Dallas. A minute and a half left in the third. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Away team ball. Substitution on the court.
Here's James. He's got 21. Down low. Here's Whitmore. And the layup is good. Whitmore's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
And Dallas calls time here. .11 left in the third. Here's Pippen. Pass to Green. And here's Drummond. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
You know, with Drummond's free throw history, teams aren't afraid to get physical with him inside. I mean, they'll send him to the line before they give him an easy look.
And the second free throw is good. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Nurkic. From outside, off the mark. Outside, Green. Six on the shot clock. And here's Green from the arc. The shot comes out. Here we go, one-on-one. James, that's good.
And getting out in transition has really helped fuel this run.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Green. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout.
The away team, 49.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. And Williams over to help. And Dallas with possession. And the ball goes out of bounds, turned over.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
James with the ball. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Green. Inside. Here's Drummond. Some solid defense from Bamba.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Outside, Green. Shot clock at 5. The rebound by Bamba. Stolen by Drummond. Horford outside. Pass to Drummond. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
No good on that one.
He is a monster on the glass, but Andre Drummond doesn't just have size. He's also developed really good timing and instincts that help elevate his game.
Here's James. And the layup is good off the glass. James has got 16 points here in the second half.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
And it's Green off the drive. Good on the shot.
A gifted athlete with an explosive first step. Green is at his best when he attacks off the dribble.
And slam dunk by James.
That's a hard spot to be in as a defender now. Giving up that much height, very hard to protect the rim.
And that one's good. Green.
He has a great feel for scoring in the painted area. Nice play by Jalen Green.
James outside. Pass to Sharp. Here's the three. Drills it from deep.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Here's Pippen. Outside, Green. Drummond with the screen. And Drummond with the jam.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Outside Sharp. And the three-pointer goes.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
And it's Green missing. Here's James. Good. James has got 33 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Back to Barrett. The shot's good on the assist by James. Barrett's got his first points of the night.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Outside, Green. Pass to Pippen. To the middle. Here's Horford. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba.
Now into the lineup for your back.
1:33 left to play in the fourth quarter. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
Shot clock violation.
Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Here's Pippen. Outside Edwards. Outside Green. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Barrett. James with the ball. He's picked up by Edwards. The shot by James, no good. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Dallas. James with the block.
Oh, LeBron with suffocating defense. He can still get it done.
And here's Green from the arc. Misses again. Just 4 for 10 from the floor. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And it's Green missing.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that about wraps it up.